Hey fam, what's up, what's up, what's up? This is Robert Anton here, robertantonnyc.com, coming to you with your no frills commentary from a singer tonight. It was the X Factor finale, the final show for the X Factor Season 3. And what a show it was. Let me tell you just a little bit about it. We started out with Simon giving an announcement about the tribute they were about to do about Sandy Hook, and they did You Are Not Alone by Michael Jackson. Beatrice was back to start them out, and this was another touching tribute with all of them in white and all of the top 12 represented, and they had a children's choir who joined them, and it was just beautiful. They also had the kids' names and the teachers' names on the back on the screens and stuff like that. Just wonderful. Just a wonderful tribute. And then they had a huge drum and dance introduction of the judges and the finalists. And they announced the contestants will be singing 3 songs apiece. In their first round, they did songs of the season. And they could do any song that they had already sung this season. Of course, most of them chose their audition song. But we started with TeamBritney, Carly Rose Sonenclar doing Feeling Good by Simone. And she had a lot of attitude and great feeling in this performance, commanded the stage and lots of nice little inflections as she always does. Just a stellar performance. Ellie said she topped everything she's done so far. Demi said she was impressed that she could command the stage so well. Simon said she sang it better than the first time and he likes her competitive spirit. And of course they had gatherings for each of the contestants in their hometowns or whatever. So in Westchester, New York City, we had Carly Rose Sonenclar, and the mayor got on and declared the 19th of December Carly Rose Sonenclar Day. That was cute. Then TeamLA had Tate singing Anything Goes by Randy Houser. He connected well with this song again and sounded really good and sincere and was close to tears near the end. Britney says he's right on when he does it right down the middle country. Demi said he turned that performance into a stadium performance. Simon said he's authentic and he sung the song brilliantly. Then the mayor of Belton, Missouri put Tate's name up on the water tower in their town. And that was cute. Tate was all choked up about that. If you're enjoying the commentary, please make sure to thumb it up, thumb it up. This is your last chance this season, so please, please show me a little support. I really appreciate you guys have been wonderful. Thank you so much for sticking in with me this whole season of X Factor. Next up we had TeamSimon with Fifth Harmony doing Anything Could Happen Again. Didn't they just do this last week? Wasn't it just last week? Goodness gracious. By Ellie Goulding. And I kind of wish they had reimagined the staging of this, but they brought the table back out with the same costumes, same dancers, la la la. I think Simon was right out of ideas, really, but they sounded good, and I love the harmonies, the confetti, and even the winged horse that was in the back on the screen that was carrying on. It was all a good big show. LA said it's magical, and they're the ones to beat now. Britney said it's spectacular, girly, and fun. Demi said they are so powerful together. So for the next round, they had surprises, and it ended up being them singing with a celebrity. TeamBritney had Carly Rose Sonenclar do How Do I Live Without You with LeAnn rhymes. And she opened this with a strange arrangement, but her voice sounded good enough on it. Then introduced LeAnn Rhymes, who was doing a bit of back phrasing, like trying to catch up with the music, and some people do it on purpose, but I don't think it was on purpose. And I would have thought this would be amazing, but it was a bit of a mess, like kind of like a train wreck. Carly Rose seemed to be looking at LeAnn like, we didn't rehearse it that way, you know, because she was just like, and LeAnn be doing something and she'd be like trying to sing her part, and it just was not going. And some people on Twitter were saying LeAnn looked like she was drunk. I don't know, drunk, high, what she was, but yeah, it was not a good performance, okay? And it was all LeAnn's fault, okay? They announced that Pitbull and One Direction will be performing on the Results show tomorrow night, so if you're fans, make sure to check him out. Pitbull has been on everything. He was on Divas. He's been all over the place now. Then TeamLA came up with Tate Stevens doing Pontoon by Little Big Town. And this was a nice little country groove, and Tate was chilling on it and sounding very comfortable. Then he introduced Little Big Town, and he pretty much stayed off the mic while they sung. You know, I don't think they got a lot of rehearsal for these performances, because while they were singing, he was like, he kept his mic way down, which, you know, down here means, you know, I don't really want to be heard. And he just kind of sung along. And then in certain parts he came back up and sang with them. It just didn't seem like they had really meshed on what was going on. So it didn't seem like it was a lot of rehearsal that went into any of these duet performances. But he looked like a pig in slop while he was going back from one to the other, doing a little two-step and all. He looked like he was really enjoying himself and enjoying that he got to sing with them. So kudos to him. Then Team Simon had Fifth Harmony do Give Your Heart a Break by Demi Lovato. They sounded good, and then stepped to the side to welcome Demi to the stage. Then they just kind of stood there and watched her for a while she performed, and Demi tried to tear the roof off the house. She was doing her thing, went to the audience, you know, really singing her behind off. So then they came all together, and they came like center stage, and they all sang a little bit of the chorus and whatnot. Then Demi started the bridge, and Dinah got to do the big notes on the end of the bridge, kind of her position, you know. Dinah got the bridge going on, doing all the high work up in there. And then they all did the chorus together and closed it out. I thought it was a pretty decent performance. Probably the best of the duet that went on, but they all just seemed very under-rehearsed. All the judges stood for this performance, and Simon said he was blown away, he loved it and all this good stuff and or whatever. So for their third round performances, they had to do the $5 million song, the song that's supposed to win them the check. TeamBritney had Carly Rose Sonenclar do Hallelujah by Leonard Cohen, and this was a perfect song choice and a wonderful arrangement for her with 2 key changes, not one but 2 key changes, and she looked great and infused it with so much emotion, and with of course her big long notes in certain places that really just show, look, I am a mega star. And it was just, oh, and she also had a mega chorus to back her up, and they were placed all over the stage. It was just wonderful, and her in this really white flowing thing on top of a platform, it was just very professional, looked very good, and sounded wonderful. Ellie said it was very angelic and asked if it was a $5 million winning performance. He said the audience is going to have to decide that. Demi said she sang like a ridiculously talented angel. Simon said beautiful version of the song, and she had a great night. And he didn't seem pleased about that either. Then TeamLA had Tate Stevens do Tomorrow by Chris Young, and Tate did what he does on this. I like the way he sang the song, and his voice has sounded good, and the emotions he brought to the storyline. I was glad when he came down off the steps, you know, came down to the stage a little closer to everybody. By the end he was singing his heart out, but it was a kind of an abrupt ending for me, too abrupt, just kind of and that was it. Britney said it was great. Demi said she thinks he's so talented and she's going to miss seeing him perform. Simon said it's been a fantastic night for talent, and in a year's time we're going to be hearing about his record sales. Fifth Harmony had the pimp spot doing Let It Be by the Beatles. Normally started this out and wasn't quite in tune, and then Ellie came in sounding a little like Mariah, but her voice was breaking near the end. Hard going, let me tell you. LeAnn was very poised, and then the choir came in while she was singing, and they changed the tempo, and then Dinah did her thing and sounded good. Camila was doing a lot of riffing and all that good stuff. I wasn't crazy about this performance though. It was very disjointed to me. I just wasn't feeling it. LA said there's magic happening before our eyes. Britney said they've blossomed as a group and come a long way. Demi said they've evolved and grown, and she's really proud of them. So what did you guys think of the performances tonight? Who do you think is going to win, and who did you vote for? I got in a few votes before I started my commentary tonight, so hopefully you know who y'all know who I'm rooting for. If you know who I'm rooting for, say Robert's rooting for so-and-so down in the comments. Thank you so much once again for sticking around for the commentaries, and if you will be back, please make sure to subscribe. Thumb this up once again. Subscribe to be notified when I start the American Idol commentaries, and also next season's The Voice commentaries, and of course to get my videos of me singing, doing my comedy, also So You Want to Be a Singer series, and all the other series of singing and whatnot I'm doing here on this channel. I really again very much appreciate you guys sticking around. I will see you tomorrow night for the results show. I'm out. Peace.